Hi, my name is Andrew Dimmer, and I'm the Developer Student Club lead here at Oakland University. Due to the COVID-19 virus, a lot of schools are moving to online instruction over in-person instruction, and with that, a lot of teachers are using online platforms. But what if students don't have a good enough internet connection to be able to attend live, and you want to make a recording? If you're not able to do it through Google Meetings, that's okay. You can still do it using a free software called OBS. In this video, I'll be demonstrating how to set up and use OBS to record meetings, either a live presentation, or you can pre-record lectures and post them directly. Okay, let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to install OBS. So to do this, we can just Google OBS download. And the first link right there, download OBS. This is the website it takes you to. We can select the proper operating system and click download installer. We'll wait for this to go download and we'll open it up once it's done. Okay, so the download's complete. I'm going to open up the installer file. I'm going to give it permission to install. Then we walk through the installation just like every other program that you install. For the most part, you should be able to pretty much accept all of the defaults. Note that if it asks you to install any other dependencies, you will need to do that as well. They'll provide the links for you to do so. Okay, so we've installed all of our dependencies, and we're going to go through and run the OBS installer now. Like I said, we can usually leave everything as the default. And OBS is installed. We're going to launch OBS, and we'll finish the setup inside of OBS itself. The first time you open it, it will ask you if you want to run the auto configuration wizard. In this case, yes we do. So we're going to hit yes. And then for the most part, I would generally recommend, if you're just planning on recording and you're not planning on using OBS as a streaming service, I would click optimize for recording. We'll hit next. Generally speaking, the base canvas resolution, I would recommend the current. And for the frames per second, really whatever option you want. I generally go with either 60 or 30, but I tend to prefer higher resolution over higher frame rate, just as a personal preference. We can hit next. And it's going to test and install all of your settings. Okay, so the auto configuration wizard has automatically analyzed your system. It's determined what the optimal should be. And generally speaking, I accept that and hit apply settings. It's typically a good balance between higher quality video and a video speed that your computer can actually process and record, so you're not going to accidentally cause lag while you're using the screen recorder. Now, as you can see here, currently our screen recorder is a black box. That's because we don't yet have any sources to go record from. Now, what I would recommend doing is we're going to add a source, and in particular, we're actually going to add a display capture. So this captures everything on your screen. It's just like sharing your screen in Google Meetings, where anything that's on your screen will get recorded. So we're going to hit display capture. Usually the name is fine. And then if you have more than one display or more than one screen plugged into your computer, this is where you can select it. Otherwise, you can just hit OK. And as you can see, it's now recording the screen. Now let's say you have a really big high resolution screen and the video size is smaller than your actual screen size. Well, we can go resize what the display capture sees to go fit it so you record actually your entire screen. To do this, we can right click on display capture. We'll go into transform, and then we're really looking for fit to screen. Once you click this, if you have a really big screen, it'll scale it down so it fits inside the recording. The other thing here is we have our microphone and audio settings down here. So if your microphone and audio isn't working the way you expect it to, we can go into settings, we can go into properties, and we can go update which microphone it's pulling from if you have more than one in there. You can also adjust the levels of each of the volume bars by using those sliders. Now before we're ready to start recording, there's one more setting we want to take a look at. To maximize compatibility across all the devices that people could view this video on, we want to double check what the output is. To do that, we can go to File, Settings, and on the Output tab, generally speaking, I double check what the recording format is. My rule of thumb is either a MP4 or an MOV typically does the job. I usually recommend the MP4. And once you do that, we can hit OK. And we are all set to record. Now, all you've got to do to start a recording is click Start Recording. It's running. You can go through, you can go do your thing. So let's say I have a screenwriting software. I can go basically pull up my screenwriting software. I can go right on my screen. It'll record what I'm writing. If I've got a Google Hangout meeting open, let's say that this is really my Google Hangout meeting. Anything that I'm talking about here that's visible on my screen will be recorded. Same thing if you've got a PowerPoint, same thing if you're showing a video. Regardless, anything you're showing on your screen will show up in the recording. And then when you're done recording, all you've got to do is come down to OBS, and we can stop recording. It's as simple as that. We wait for it to finish up. So it's done saving. And to access our video, we can open up the File Explorer, go to This PC Videos. As you can see, our screen recording is right there. It's got the date stamp and everything. All you need to do is rename it, and you are ready to post it.